You want to talk gross and inappropriate? Let's talk about Jen Psaki and her interview with Kamala Harris's husband, Doug. So Dougie sits down for this interview with Jen Psaki, who, by the way, in and of herself, is just kind of a train wreck, because you want to talk about bias. How can she call herself a journalist for MSNBC when she used to be the flack for the White House? She's not a journalist. She is someone that they go to help send their message out, right? It's effectively like marketing. They have a marketing department at MSNBC. All the people there that are working there are part of that marketing department for the Kamala Harris campaign. And so this was a marketing interview. She sits down with Dougie Boy and then starts flattering him, forgetting all the while, of course, that little story about him and the nanny. You know, I don't really think this is who we should be holding up to the rest of America as some kind of testament for what we want men to be. This guy's a bad dude.
Important part, an interesting part of how people have talked about your role here is how your role has reshaped the perception of masculinity. And I'm not sure you planned on that, but you are an incredibly supportive spouse. Has that been an evolution for you? And do you think that's part of the role you might play as first gentleman?
Can we throw up now?
Funny, I've started to think a lot about this. I've always been like this. My dad was like this. And to me, it's the...
I've just always been such a great guy. And that's why, yeah, I left my kids and my wife of many years because somehow I impregnated the nanny. I mean, it's gross, all right? The whole thing is gross. I don't even like talking about this stuff. But you know what? They talk about it with Trump. I mean, at least Trump wasn't preying on, you know, the kid's nanny, for goodness sakes. I mean, Dougie, come on. And Jenny, you know, try to pretend you're a journalist. You know, if you just try and maybe like channel it a little bit, you might get a little bit better at your job instead of fawning all over these people non-stop. It's nauseating. It's hard for America to watch. And you know what? Frankly, it doesn't help your case. It actually makes it that much more likely that Americans are going to recoil from the likes of Kamala and Timmy and Dougie and the rest of them, because they don't like what you're selling. They don't like what Hillary Clinton's selling. They don't like Barack Obama all that much anymore either, for the record.